I was at my uncle's house waiting patiently for us to be alone. Being friends with him wasn't a problem. I simply wanted to enjoy his company. I'm a free person with thoughts and desires like anyone else. My aunt had gone out to do some shopping, leaving me alone with my uncle. I decided to relax on the couch and watch TV. Just as I was about to start a series, he appeared with his characteristic laugh that always makes me smile. "We have to take advantage of being alone," he said playfully. "Take advantage of what exactly?" I replied, unsure what he meant. We exchanged a glance filled with complicity and curiosity. "You're joking, you're too direct," I said, trying to maintain calm while my thoughts swirled. He smiled softly, as if enjoying a secret. "You always have so much to discover," he replied with a sly smile. "I'm not sure I'm ready for all that," I said, playing along with his words. "Trust me," he whispered, leaning slightly toward me as if sharing something personal. The tension between us grew. "So, what do you expect?" I replied with a light smile. "Show me what you have planned," he said after that conversation. The atmosphere changed. There was an anticipation and excitement that filled the air, but everything remained respectful. We didn't need words to understand what would happen next. The minutes passed quickly, but it was a moment we shared without needing explanation. When it was over, we returned to normal. My uncle opened the door, adjusted the curtains, and went to shower. I stayed on the couch, thinking about what had just happened. Despite the emotion, everything had happened naturally and without complications. When my aunt returned with the shopping, we behaved normally, as if nothing had happened. While she cooked dinner, I accompanied her in the kitchen, smiling as I tried to hide any emotions. Although I felt a slight discomfort, I knew everything had turned out okay, giving me a sense of relief. As the days passed, my relationship with my uncle remained the same, but had become more complex. Although there were moments of reflection, our complicity remained, and I sometimes found myself thinking about what had happened and what it meant for us. Days later, while we were in the kitchen again, my aunt looked at me strangely, as if she had noticed something different. It was an awkward moment, but she didn't say anything. Sometimes people can sense things without saying them. Despite the tension in the air, I decided to move forward as if everything was fine, although the feeling of hiding something grew inside me. My uncle and I continued our daily interactions, but something had changed. There was an unspoken agreement between us, as if we both knew what had happened but didn't mention it. The tension remained, accompanied by a feeling of complicity and something deeper, something we couldn't ignore. Over time, I began to wonder if what had happened was right. I had crossed a line I shouldn't have crossed. The questions lingered, and I knew that at some point I would have to make a decision about what I truly wanted and how to handle it. Life went on, and although my aunt never suspected anything, I was left with the doubt of how my actions might have affected our family dynamics in the future. Only time would tell what direction things would take, but for now, I lived with the feeling that there was something more to discover. Although I didn't know what direction to take,